Hey, how's it going, everyone? Your boy Jolsey, aka Comic Filth, and today we're going to check out Absolute All-Star Batman and Robin, The Boy Wonder by Frank Miller and Jim Lee. What I'll do is I'll address the elephant in the room straight away. Yes, obviously this comic is very highly controversial, very negative, not only critical but fan reactions. There's a million videos on YouTube about people dissecting the story and making fun of it, as well as like some real like weird niche ones where people are really trying to dissect it and make out as if Frank Miller came up with this like real elaborate thing, like like deconstructing it or anything like that. Basically, this video isn't to support the negative of the story, like how it's received, or because that's been done to death, or trying to defend it. I wouldn't even consider this a guilty pleasure owning this, because guilty pleasure usually means you're ashamed if people found out you own it, which I don't really give a fuck. I'm obviously making a video on YouTube. But anyway, enough of that. Basically, we're going to just check out the awesome Jim Lee artwork throughout this thing and just froth over that. There you go, you got Robin there on the back to counter the Batman on the front. Of course, with all Absolute, you got a nice case, and you got gorgeous Jim Lee artwork on the cover. Love that image there of him and Robin. And Robin in this is Dick Grayson, if you weren't aware. And there's the front. Alrighty, let's crack into it. There's a little leaflet thing that all Absolutes come with. And there's a really iconic image there of Batman running across the rooftops with a sinister smile on his face. Frank Miller artwork there. I have heard a lot of theories where people believe this was supposed to be a Sin City story, and Frank Miller's just slapped the Batman stuff on it, which, yeah, could be highly likely. But, yeah, once again, we're not getting into that there. So you got an introduction by one of the editors at the time for this book, Bob Schreck, and then we just get straight into issue 1. Frank Miller variants are on the opposite side. And yeah, just get straight into Dick Grayson with his parents, the Flying Graysons. And yeah, if you're not familiar with Batman lore, you know what happens pretty much soon after that. You got the reporter Vicky Vale, who's looking pretty schmick in her apartment, or a penthouse suite, I should say. Anyway, she's going on a date with Bruce Wayne, and she will tell you that many, many times throughout the captions. Jim Lee has drawn a cool little montage of getting into some outfits, and she ends up going with the red carpet look. Anyway, pretty much the date's at the circus, and Bruce Wayne pretty much just says, he's got an eye for talent. He knows what this kid's doing, and it looks like our boy Dick Grayson's about to fall to his death, but now uses his grappling hook and saves himself. But it seems to be that all was in vain, as the Graysons finish their routine and pretty much just get double tapped by an assassin. And poor Dick Grayson, age 12, which you'll be reminded of his age quite a bit throughout this thing. Seeing his parents killed in front of him is obviously traumatized. So what does Bruce Wayne do? He sneaks out and becomes Batman and gets answers. I like how, this, you can definitely tell this is supposed to be some sort of Sin City, or Miller's in that Sin City mindset, because you've got this police officer, just pretty much just straight up punching Vicky Vale. Anyway, her and Alfred take the car, they see Batman in the distance, and yeah, look at this dude. He literally probably just kills dudes. He's just driven through this fucking police car. And the way the issue 1 ends is, he pretty much kidnaps Dick Grayson, and he goes, "On your feet, soldier. You've just been drafted into a war." And yeah, now we're off to the races. Another Frank Miller variant there. I like the way Jim Lee draws the Batmobile in this. Just fucking gasses and knocks him out as well. Anyway, Vicky Vale and Alfred fucked up the Rolls Royce in a car crash. And yeah, look at this. I even like how buff Alfred is. Like, Jim Lee just draws everyone insane. Yeah, obviously a lot of memes are made from this, you know, like this part here where, you know, Robin has no idea who he is. And he's like, what are you, dense? Are you retarded? And he's like, I'm the goddamn Batman. Look at this dude, even the police have fucking Mac 10s. Like, what is going on? Anyway, car turns into an airplane. I like how sadistic this Batman is. He just loves hurting people. He loves his job. Anyway, he's just pretty much backhanding Robin. And that was most of the criticism towards this book, obviously. You know, people have gone on to say it's the worst Batman comic in the world, or even as far as say it's the worst comic ever created. It's just really... it was pretty funny at the time when this was coming out. I remember picking it up and being like, oh yeah, cool. Like, it didn't really bother me too much. Like, I understand the criticisms. Anyway, there's Black Canary looking fine. But yeah. At least we've got some real nice looking Jim Lee artwork throughout this thing. Nice double page there for you, just kicking this fool. And look at the detail, like this, the teeth, you know, liquid being poured out of drinks, just a fucking stiletto straight to, like, through the beer mug. Imagine if your bartender just did that. Like, the bartender was the bouncer. Just laid out these fools. Just knocks this dude through the window and she's just off on a motorcycle. You know, early night for her. Batman's just been fucking traumatizing this kid in the sky for the past couple issues. Anyway, the Batmobile turns into a submarine. They're underwater. And he reveals to Dick Grayson the Batcave in a second. I always found this one funny. You got, like, the missing, like, on the milk carton, and Superman just instantly knows it's Batman. And he just... Then he reads the newspaper. Yeah. It just destroys it. Another great cover there. Yeah, it's pretty funny in this one. You can tell Miller had, like, a real disdain for Superman at the time. Because, like, Batman just talks about how dumb he is. He doesn't even know he can fly yet. Like, Batman knows, like, more about Superman's abilities than Superman does. So Superman just runs across the water pretty much. This here was pretty insane. It's a 6-page fold out of the Batcave. I won't be able to get the whole thing in frame, obviously, but it's in the trade paperback edition as well as the single issues when they came out. So it's always cool that they will keep this in all the editions. But yeah, Jim Lee's going all out on this one here. I won't say this is my favourite artwork by him, but I definitely think it's, you know, he's definitely put a lot into this. As mentioned before, Superman doesn't know he can fly yet, so he's just running across the water. Always love this cover here. There's a variant for you, just Wonder Woman's booty. And Wonder Woman's just, like, cold. You can tell she's straight from Sin City, where these dudes are, like, catcalling her, and she's just like, out of my way, sperm bank. She takes no prisoners. And you'll find out from a second here, she takes it from no one, even the fucking rest of the Justice League. There you go, of course, Superman. Hal Jordan, Plastic Man. I like the Wonder Woman outfit, like it's that, Justice Society, like back in the World War II era. Like that Hippolyta, like Wonder Woman's mother wears. I like the Jim Lee's cartooning with Plastic Man, like he's just down there, like a bear trap on his leg. Anyway, she has a passionate kiss with Superman. She just pretty much says, you can all go to hell. I hate you all. And then we cut to Batman just being fucking maniacal, and he's like, I love being the goddamn Batman. Yeah, it's just insane. There's an image of him run across the rooftops. Yeah, he's just insane. Just fucking dudes up left, right, and center. And I like how he rescues this chick, and she's just like full getting into it. Like Batman is destroying these dudes, kicks them in the nads. And pretty much Batman says, you know, call a taxi from this area, get saved, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, thank you, I love you. Can't make this stuff up. Alfred just being an absolute fucking beast. And yeah, Dick Grayson's been left in the cave to pretty much fend for himself with his axe and eat rats. Yeah, it's so messed up. Like, you just gotta laugh at this. That's a good deal. I like that variant cover there. But yeah. Anyway, as you can see, Batman and Black Canary will be meeting up soon. Barbara Gordon. And you get a bit of like trying to connect it to the Dark Knight Returns universe, because you can see Jim Gordon's talking about characters from Batman Year One. I remember in the original printings of these issues, the swear words, like even though they blocked them out, you could still read them through the page. So obviously they haven't done it in this one. They fixed that, but yeah, I just remember that in the original. There's a bit of a controversy. There goes your introduction for Batgirl. The Carrie Kelly vibes are strong. Jimmy Olsen's in Gotham City. You know, he goes to give flowers to Vicky Vale. Obviously, he's got a massive crush on her, and he sees that Bruce Wayne spoiled her, so he just tosses his in the bin. This part here, man, Frank Miller was so fucking horny when he was writing this. Like, she's getting changed out of her gown, and the way he's describing it, Jimmy Olsen's having a perv. Yeah, dude, Jim Lee was just going all out with these scenes of, like, people getting hit in the face and, like, teeth flying out. Look at this, Black Canary's just robbing this guy, even though he's a bad guy. But still. Like this, how Batman just literally jumps through the fucking windshield of these, like, corrupt police officers. Just eat glass, law man. Just, and yeah, as you mentioned, the detail in this is insane. Like, Jim Lee, just, you get the kick here, and then you can see here in the little side mirror, like, just the attention to detail. I wonder how long a page took. Nice double page variant cover there, or wraparound cover, I should say, with Frank Miller. So yeah, anyway, they fight a bunch of goons, him and Black Canary. Batman's fucking throwing, you know, combustible elements at these guys, setting them on fire. And yeah, pretty much after the fight, Black Canary just jumps in and they start making out. And that, of course, leads to them having sex. I like this caption: "We keep our masks on. It's better that way." Anyway, after they do the deed, Batman offers her a ride in the Batmobile. Comes to pick him up. I like that face there as well. But yeah, while he's been out fucking dudes up and getting his dick wet, you know, this poor kid, he's just been there fending for himself to eat rats. Batman's picked up the person that organised the hit, and to see if Grayson will kill him or not. And he pretty much just swings the axe and just cuts this dude's lips. Tell you what, Batman's got a lot of faith in like a 12-year-old not to kill someone, even by accident. Anyway, the Joker turns out to be the mastermind behind the whole operation, and he's got this fucking sick Yakuza back piece tattoo. Just, yeah, why not? That's a nice variant cover there by Neil Adams. Pretty trippy. Anyway, this starts off really cheery with the Joker just pretty much killing this woman, and tying into that Dark Knight universe. You got Bruno here with the swastika titties, and yeah, Dick Grayson's training begins. feel like when you're drawing a Batman comic, you need to fucking nail that dinosaur in the Batcave. Of course, Green Lantern. He calls out our boy. I just love this as well. Batman just picks up this goon and throws him into the ocean. Just, yeah, crazy. Like our Green Lantern's eating a hot dog while he's waiting for Batman. Nice looking Catwoman down there. Really go with that classic costume of hers. Anyway, Robin gets inspired to be Robin Hood. So he goes, call me the Hood, and Batman's like, it's a fucking dumb costume, and just pulls his hood down. And he says, you're Robin. We're getting up to a pretty iconic issue here. And iconic, I mean, it's just ridiculous. Another nice Neil Adams variant there. That's awesome. So yeah, Batman pretty much paints himself all yellow, and Robin yellow in a room that's yellow. Gets the Green Lantern in there. There's even lemonade. So pretty much... Green Lantern's weakness back in the day before Geoff Johns fleshed it out was that he was weak to the colour yellow. Yeah. Before Geoff Johns did a bit of explaining. So pretty much Green Lantern's powerless against them. And he gets his ass whooped, none other by Robin. Just seeing it take Batman steals his ring off of him. And I like this panel here of just Robin jumping under the legs and catching it. And yeah, pretty much just fucking almost kills him. Just straight to the throat. Batman's obviously like, no, that's where we draw the line. You don't kill him, which is kind of funny considering all the damage and most fatalities that Batman has caused throughout this book. I like this panel here though, where they're running through the rain and the yellow's washing off. Real cool theme as well throughout this one, where Jim Lee's been drawing like the back car racing through, and you can see the wildlife jumping out of the way. They have a nice embrace here because they realise that they're both orphans, pretty much. It's lovely. I think that's a Frank Whiteley variant cover. Yeah, Frank Whiteley variant. And yeah, you've got the last issue here. And this wasn't finished. There was a lot of delays as well throughout the whole schedule as well. I think this came out like 2005 or 6. And there was like year gaps between issues. I think they got to like 2009 or early 2010. It was like, yeah, no, it's not happening. So just, yeah, got shelved. So yeah, pretty much ends on a damp note, and this is pretty cool here. You got the pencils for the corresponding page. I like Frank Miller's script. That's always great to see Jim Lee's pencils in such big, oversized format. Vicky Vale scene, Frank Miller's commentary to Jim Lee to tell him how to draw. It's pretty funny. Yeah, just awesome pencils. Yeah, it's pretty much the whole first issue that they have this for. It would be cool to see, like, I don't know if they've done this for, like, an artist edition for this, like, just the pencils. I think they've done, like, a noir version of it, or they might just be Hush. But, yeah, DC used to do a lot of that, especially with the Batman stuff, where it was, pencils and just ink versions of the comics. I like seeing stuff like this on an original page where you can see, like, light from Batmobile. And you got a bit of background material, like sketches and character designs. And like these preliminary sketches, like thumbnails. on how to design the cover. Is that Black Canary? Looks like Zatanna at one stage was going to be in this. It's pretty cool. It's a cover to a Wizard magazine. It's pretty much a homage to Carmine Infantino's poster. Yeah, Jim Lee. Yeah, I like this cover art from the still to be completed issue 11. Still to be completed. Got some pretty cool action figures up there. I don't think they're ever going to complete this. There's the image of our boy again running. So yeah, there is absolute all-star Batman and Robin. Hope you enjoyed my breakdown of the story. As well, if anything, just you know, frothing over the Jim Lee artwork throughout this thing, and it's great in absolute size as well, especially with those pencils. Just really get to study his artwork on a molecular level. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching, and yeah, take care.